A very good morning, Internet. Thank you and welcome to our YouTube channel. Today, we are going to explore the Mombasa CBD. Otherwise, we are starting our exploration at the Moi Avenue, Digo roundabout. To the left, you are going to Kizingo, straight ferry. To the right, we are taking the Moi Avenue. Moi Avenue is known to many as a place that vehicles headed to docks follow. Along the avenue, you'll reach Pembe za Ndovu. Pembe za Ndovu is a monumental landmark in Mombasa, a place where if you've not visited, take a picture. You are considered not to have visited Mombasa. Let's walk and see Pembe za Ndovu. Is one of the biggest hotel along the Moi Avenue. Very beautiful and fancy hotel along the Moi Avenue. So mostly matatus heading from Likoni will follow this road. This road will connect you to Mwembe Tayari Road, which we'll explore later. So they come from ferry. Instead of using the Digo Road, they use this road. Passes through Mwembe Tayari Health Center, Ken Computers, a very busy road anyway. So we are going to meet this junction when we go to the other side of the road. That's Mwembe Tayari Road. It's known as the Kenyan Third, but most people know it as Mwembe Tayari. Yeah, we have another kayak on the left. Mombasa is really known to be a place of kayaks. Lots of importation is taking place. If you want to buy a vehicle, then there are several kayaks here. You can come choose a vehicle of your choice depending on your budget. So several kayaks, you'll find them along the Moi Avenue. Some kayaks are found along the Kenyatta Avenue, but what I can attest is that in Mombasa we have several kayaks. You are the only person missing in order to join. We are headed to Casablanca. Casablanca is also a known place, a known landmark in Mombasa. So straight ahead is Casablanca. So Casablanca Hotel. There is also another road that will take you to ferry if you use that place. So you'll pass through Baraki using this road. Let us go straight to Pembe za Ndovu. Yes, we are now approaching Pembe za Ndovu, a monumental landmark in Mombasa. And for those of us who read social studies, there was a certain book that they drew Pembe za Ndovu as a symbol of entry to Mombasa. And when I was coming to Mombasa for the first time, I didn't know that Pembe za Ndovu is in the CBD. I knew that Pembe za Ndovu is the gateway to Mombasa. So here we are at Pembe za Ndovu. This is a very, very beautiful place, a very nice place. And you can see Moi Avenue. Yes, right in front of us is Pembe za Ndovu, a very beautiful place. So most people who come to Mombasa will have to take a picture at Pembe za Ndovu just to write history that indeed we made it to Mombasa, or indeed I made it to Mombasa. That blue matatu is probably headed to Docks, and the green one is probably coming from Docks, or any other place headed to Likoni, if I'm not wrong. But this is the Pembe za Ndovu, the entry point to Mombasa. Yes, so that's it. We are now taking Msanifu Kombo Road. This is a road that will take us to Mwembe Tayari in order to explore what Mwembe Tayari contains. Yes, right here we have the National Library. This is a place that you can only pay 20 shillings and have a whole day of reading. National Library, Mombasa. A very nice place for scholars to come spend their time while in Mombasa. Haile Selassie Road will take you to one of the restaurants known as Blue Room, a very big hotel in Mombasa. If you go downwards, you're going to go to Royal Court Hotel. Yeah, Royal Court is associated with the late Mombasa Cement. That's where most of people who had problem, they were making acquaintance with the owner of Mombasa Cement, still a place known to many, the Royal Court. We are now taking Kwashibu Road. Kwashibu Road will now lead us to Mwembe Tayari roundabout. There's a roundabout where we have Total petrol station. A majority of people know the place with the Coast Bus stage. So this is the road that will head us to Mwembe Tayari roundabout. Yes, here we are at Mwembe Tayari roundabout. This is the total I was telling you. Going downwards, you are now headed to Mwembe Tayari, where most buses have their station. We'll take the upward turn so that we go back to Digo Road where we started. Now you can see we have mosque right there. This is the roundabout that connects Kashibo with Mwembe Tayari and Jokadenge roundabout. So Jokadenge will take you to Memon Academy. This is the roundabout that we have. Yes, this huge building is Naivas Mwembe Tayari, one of the biggest supermarket in the town. Actually, it's still under renovation, and upon completion, it will be one of the most attractive shopping center within town. So, the Jomo Kenyatta Avenue. Yeah, this matatu stage for Magongo Jomvu. If you are headed to Magongo Jomvu, some goes to Miritini. You can take your matatu at this point. You are going to straight. We are headed to Nyali stage, where matatu is headed to Nyali. Always pick their customers. Yes, this is Nawal building. This is where you can get nearly all household equipments, starting from clothes, utensils, nearly everything. You find it at Nawal. Then straight ahead, we are going to KFA, known as the Chip Center. So here is the Nyali stage I was telling you. Also vehicles from Likoni headed to Chuda will always pass here. Very beautiful place. So yes, these are the Nyali matatus, but matatus headed towards Nyali. They're coming from the Digo Kenyatta Avenue roundabout, which is straight ahead of us. Mishomoroni stage. Yeah, this is where you pick or you take a matatu headed to Mishomoroni. Mishomoroni is an estate in Kisauni constituency. Borders Junda, borders Bamburi. A very nice place. I happen to have been there. So straight ahead is the roundabout as the Digo Kenyatta roundabout. On the other side we have the Absa Bank. Absa Bank is connected to Equity. So we are coming to the end of the video. Thank you for watching. If you've not subscribed, kindly subscribe and let's grow as a family. Ciao.